I think I'm going to hold off for now on saying how I feel. But I will say I don't know what his receipts at the end are supposed to show, other than like he's a cheap asshole. Because he said that the family, they said they wanted gold jewelry and that it was 18,000, and he had to tell them to call got the funeral home to call him and tell them if he's paying for it, they're gonna have to get the cheap stuff, which was 10,000, a little over 10,000 still. What was like the receipts? The paper says 15,000 and something, so that would be 3,000. I don't. Maybe I missed something there. I need to check that again, but
I understand why. After my wife passed away, I texted the family, telling them I would pay for all their travel expenses. They asked me for $2,500 and then $1,000, so I gave them $3,500. 7 minutes after the check was cashed, they posted on Facebook they needed money from all of you for their travel expenses. Help me understand why. I texted the entire family and said I'd love for you to come and see Micah's body. Here's the times that the funeral home says is best. They thumbed up the message, and about an hour after that, they posted on Facebook that I would not let them see Micah's body. Please help me understand that. They said I forced them to sign some cremation paper that I knew nothing about, had no idea what they were talking about. Days later, I was given this piece of paper that the mom and dad both signed, saying they wanted Micah to be cremated, and they chose to have that, which I totally agree with because of the way that she passed away. I thought that was what was best, but nobody forced them to sign anything, and I don't even know what they're talking about with that. They said that I pushed the cremation to happen quickly to hide things. The national average is 3 days because after that the body starts to smell. She was cremated 6 days after she passed away, so that her ashes would be ready for the funeral the next day. While the family was there, I told the funeral director, I said, let them know that I'll pay for all the urns that they want, with the ashes in it. I'll pay for jewelry. Like this stainless steel cross has Micah's ashes inside. It's the only ashes I have. They have all the rest. The funeral director called me and said the bill's going to be $18,000. I said, why? He said they all picked out 24 karat gold jewelry. So I said, please call them back and let them know that if I'm paying, they got to get the cheap stuff. And it was still well over $10,000, but I didn't mind because the way you treat people is not based on the people. The way you treat people is based on your own heart. And so if you could help me understand the answers to those questions, I'd appreciate it. Thanks a lot. God bless. Okay, y'all, this is part B, I guess. The family, Francis' family, said there were bruises on Micah's body. There were none. I saw her body 4 times. I saw it once in the hospital, 3 times in the funeral home. The hospital that prepared her body for me to see it, the nurse and the medical examiner said there were no bruises, and Robinson County said there were no bruises, and the funeral home who washed her entire body and put her in pajamas for us to see her body said there were no bruises. So 4 independent parties say no bruises, but then you have the one who wait until days after she's cremated, and there's no proof. They didn't take any pictures. They didn't tell anyone when they supposedly saw it. They wait till later and say, everybody, hey, there's bruises on her body, bruises on her body. Why in the world would we believe that? I don't understand the logic behind it. I don't understand it. Because, we'll say the Francis family came forward and said there were no bruises on her body. Robinson County said there were no bruises on her body. The medical examiner nurse said there were no bruises on her body. The funeral home said there were no bruises on her body. But then I step up and I said, hey, everybody, I saw bruises. I know I didn't tell you when it happened. I know I didn't take a picture. I know I waited till after she was cremated. But I saw bruises on her body. Would you believe me?